Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A quick throw caught by Godwin.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll drop to throw.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 4. This is White on the screen.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to bury him for a loss of 11. These two teams all tied after one. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw here. He completes this to Russell Gage. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. Just power football there, down near the goal line.
Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Lions take over first down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Lions at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Fournette, a first down carry. Boy, shifts past him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th and 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
There we go. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if your defense doesn't bail them out.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man downfield is Reynolds. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From 28 yards out.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down, here's White. Gets past one man. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Likely. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And some space here.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll drop to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
He is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Lions 10. Daniel Carlson set to
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Pass the 50, pass the 60. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Cut. Ready?
5 yards remain on second down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Back to 60.
He'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, ready. 77 Wolf.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Fournette once more on second down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.